Hi, welcome to our league match. It's versus FC Jonk. Now, I think from memory, is this the under? Maybe I'm getting confused. Is it? Yeah, it is. So, well, it's the under 18 squad that is now, I guess, the under 19 squad. And he plays very defensive. He sets his team up well. Very hard to break down. So we set up to go very attacking from the onset. Just take the game straight at him. I'm gonna just not go quite so aggressive because I mean they're an under 19 squad obviously, so I mean we should definitely be I don't know, expecting is the word, but our main aim is to win, and I think we've got a drastically superior squad skill-wise, as you'd expect, because they placed a massive constraint on themselves with under 19. And what we basically want, if you look at how we don't win this match, I think one of the main ways is that we get a player sent off early. So we won't go super aggressive, but we'll go fast, attacking, very attacking formation. So let's do this. We'll wish him good luck. And it's a very, very good start, and I think we can just slow the tempo down maybe now, because we can just take stock and see if we're very much in control or not. It looks like we are, so I think we want to. Yeah, we do now. So we'll increase the tempo. We already did it. So what we wanted to do basically was let's just talk a bit less. We're going to try and mix passing style. Oh no, that's really not good. Actually, it's very hard to break down. It's possible. It's very, very possible that we may not win this now. We'll have some shots, but at the end of the day, we could have 15 more shots and not score here. That's possible. Or only score one goal. It's possible he could get another goal. Even with that fantastic start, we face a real uphill battle. But luckily, to a degree, I mean, obviously they've been a bit more lucky than us, but we've obviously been quite lucky ourselves, really, to have scored 2 goals off only 3 shots on target. I think we've just got a bit more aggressive because I think we really can't afford to concede another goal, and I think maybe thinking that we're sort of worried about having a player sent off and that's the only way that we could not win. I think that was maybe a little bit, let's just go aggressive as well. I think that was just maybe overconfident to a degree. And I think now we just got to take that risk. We might have a player sent off, but so be it, because we're not, we're outplaying them, but we're fortunate, really, quite fortunate to some degree to have scored 2 goals here. Obviously, we're very unlucky to have conceded 2, but I'm just saying from this point, hopefully we can win. But I think very, very far from certain, and we need to be making the correct changes now. And I don't know what they are. We could push McAllister up. Let's try that. We could go more attacking, take the game to them more. I think it's a little bit early to start using our substitutes up yet. Might have been AFK for the start there, it seems. Still giving us a game. Who really knows what he can do now that he's here. He's showed up to rally his team at half time, but yeah, this just isn't. We'll try short passing. This isn't really. I think let's just go back to direct ball. Mixed. I mean, we're really not creating a lot here. So just maybe some obvious statements, but yeah, there was 4 teams that were, oh no, 4 or 4, maybe there were 3 or 4, I can't remember, but there was. You know, the teams that got promoted seemed pretty good, so I think overall it's going to be a bit harder. I think right now we should be thinking about doing something. I think Pires should come off. Let's bring Lee on. Let's do that one change first. And I think, what am I thinking? I'm not sure if we want to do I think Hazard may be the slightly better goal scorer here, so I guess he'll come on for McAllister. You don't fancy losing this match, and I'm thinking we should just start pressing a bit. Maybe I really just let's press some more. Really. I know the answers. Let's have that conversation now. I'll focus on winning. I don't think we can go more attacking than this. Pause. Okay, I think we can go more attacking than this. feel like we should do something though. We've got time. We got no good options here, really. I think. I mean, I'm gonna have some option. Okay, I guess Tarantini can come off. Maybe we could bring on. Not particularly good, really. It's going to be a hard season. I already feel that now. Real hard. It'd be nice to just win this one. But it seems like we won't. And GG, well played. So we'll have to make do with a draw. It's going to be a tough season, I reckon. Real tough. What did we do wrong? I mean, I think it was the right idea to come at them early, and we got that early goal. I think that was the right thing to do. And then they've just scored off their first 2 shots, got 2 goals, and they're a really good, solid defensive team. It was always going to be real hard for us. We were worried. I was saying it. We pulled one back, and I think it's just like we had to continue to attack. We had to continue to come to try and win. They're an under-19 squad. Of course, we had to try and win. We kept attacking. We never got the goal. We did have shots. I think we could have tried some other stuff, but the thing is, overall, we were kind of controlling the flow of the match. We kind of looked like we might score. It never looked guaranteed. We always looked more likely to win than lose. Should we have committed more? Should we have rolled the dice more? I don't really know, to be honest. They're a tough team. In the past, we've defeated these guys, but because we haven't had this sort of situation where they've had the upper hand. I don't know, other people have played these guys and really struggled, and this is now we're in that category of people who are struggling against them. So I think, you know, so I'm just wow. Here I am thinking it's a league match. Oh my god, I need to pay attention more. It's a community trophy match. It's a draw. Fantastic. We get a replay. Now we're at home. Awesome. Cool. So I think the game plan was okay to take the match to them. I think overall it worked. We outplayed them. We're at home. I think it's good to repeat the plan. Okay, good. Let's get out there. Let's hopefully beat them this time. Oh my gosh. And he had a knock and an injury, so that's actually going to help us a bit. I guess the other question is, we're not quite. All we really know is that the short passing style didn't work out too well for us. So we won't try that again. And I suspect overall that the direct did work a bit better for us. I think overall it's a bit hard to say, but right now it's okay. And I think I don't think, hopefully lightning doesn't strike twice and he won't score off his first 2 shot attempts again. So yeah, I think this time, I mean, this is what we're saying, like other people have struggled I think, with him at home, it makes a difference. Now we've got the home crowd advantage, and we're very much controlling this match. And honestly, I have no idea. I mean, he had a player with injury and a player with a knock, and I don't know how they might have been his best two players for all we know. So, but yeah, I mean, it is, and again, you look at this, and we've outplayed him a fair bit, but in the last match, he did, score off of his first two shots. So I think, like overall, they haven't played out that drastically different, to be honest. He's had about the same shots. We've had a little tiny bit more, but the swing is about. I mean, there is a bit of a swing. We've had more than a tiny bit more. I think we might have had 7 or 8 at half time last time, and now we've had on track to have double. So we've had a fair bit more. And obviously we've scored 3 goals instead of 2 in the first half, and he scored none instead of 2. And I think pretty much, like, it's over. Let's turn down this tackling. We got overconfident last time, but this time let's not be underconfident. I think we're in a very commanding position. We're one of them, by the way. We're one of them. One of the teams that's always set up very attacking. Just because it's better to, the more goals there is in a match, generally speaking, the less chance there is of there being a draw. And the less draws you get over a season, the more points you get. And it's fine to set up defensive thing, and draws are fine if you can win cups, you can be consistent in cups, you can have great cup runs, and you can pick up enough points to not be relegated with the draws as well, because you can get results out of bigger teams much easier. But I don't think playing super defensive, the draws will just hurt you too much. Basically, you'll never win the league. I don't think. It'd just be too hard. So that's why, when we do the polar opposite, we kind of go super attacking. We're going to go down and take the cautious off. I don't think we'll leave the quality players out there a bit longer, but I think we don't need to be aggressive tackling anymore. And he's been a bit unlucky, really. I think he had an injury and a knock last game and 2 injuries this game, so that's really not ideal at all. think we're at the stage where we can want to rest somebody. And I think overall we've outplayed them enough that we're happy to leave the tactic. So I'm just looking at who we really want to rest here, who's going to make the biggest difference if they get injured. I think they're Arellano, Jajic, Tinkler is one now. So arguably our very best player now. So and I think okay. I scored a hat-trick and been substituted off, but that's what you got to do. Protecting our players from injury. So the last one we really want to ideally get off is Jajic as well. Just wait that a little bit longer, just to make sure that even if we get our keeper injured or sent off, that we still shouldn't concede 3 goals. I think that's a maybe almost now. About now, I reckon. And then it's just a case of what we want to do tactically when we get Jajic off, I think, and just keep the balance and do a straight sub. Now we could slow the tempo down maybe, but I just don't think he'll score the 3 goals. If we get the injury or a knock or something, we can slow the tempo down. I think at this point we might just press them as well. That's fine. Got a few fresh players out there, they can use up some of their energy. But yeah, this is more what we, against this sort of team, it's like if we get the early goals, we get the early lead, we're very much in control. In the last match, we did get 1 early goal, but then they scored 2 straight after. And a team that sets up super defensive, obviously them being in the lead, that's exactly what they like, and it's really hard to come back from that. And we actually didn't really, we got a draw in the end, and we thought it was a league match, so we were all like, oh man, what a terrible start to the season and everything. And I think we'll survive the drop again. We won this quite comfortably, but it was really not comfortable at all in the away match. I don't think we've done him any favours injuring 3 of his players at the start of the season, though, before he gets to play any of his league matches. So that's a bit nasty really of us, but I think this is just where, really we got 2 early goals against under 19 youth team when we're at home. We're in the driving seat. Then we got a 3rd, and then it's not literally over, but it's basically looking really bad for him at that point. And then he's got an injury, so it's gone from bad to worse. And then he's got another injury, so it's gone to even worse. And I think really, I don't know when exactly, but it was pretty comfortable. It was somewhat comfortable after 2 goals, very comfortable after 3 goals. And then these 2 injuries kind of restricted him any real possibility that he could probably come back into this match, I think. And it was just comfortable in the second half. The second half was really just more about when was the right time to take off our best players. And I don't know, maybe there's a bit of mistakes here, I don't know. Maybe this double sub should have been 1 sub earlier, 1, and then 1, and then 1 like this. And maybe we should have got Tinkler off earlier, or Arellano, one of these 2 guys that we subbed off. Maybe we should have got one of them off a bit earlier. Because if they pulled 1 back, then we could have held off on the other sub still. So essentially we had sort of a natural inbuilt insurance mechanism of 2 subs still left, and that we had all of our best players on the pitch. and we could have been more aggressive and whatever. So we had enough sort of inbuilt insurance really to mitigate the fact that something could go wrong. So we could have done the first of these subs here. We could have really done it probably much earlier, I think. It was, I mean, from the point, yeah, I don't know. We could have done it much earlier. I think from the point he made that double sub, so he was all out of options from that point. I think from where it became clear that he made that double sub and nothing was happening for him still, which I think was pretty quickly. It would have been about where my mouse pointer is now. I think we could really have made that sub way earlier, 15 minutes earlier maybe, 10 to 15, 10 at least for sure, maybe 15 minutes earlier. That first sub could have been, and the second one probably could have been a few minutes earlier, and the last one, maybe it should have stayed, maybe it should have been a little bit earlier. But I think the bigger part really is that these double subs should have been one and then the other, and the first one should have been a good 15 minutes earlier, really. So slight mistake, but at the end of the day, we're trying. We actually are taking the best play, our better players off when the result is secured. We are doing it. We are sort of. It's not totally bad decisions. Just could be better. And I think we're really unlucky in that first match for them to score off of their first two shots. Not just because sometimes you have two shots and you score two goals. That's just happens sometimes. And you're always really unlucky if that happens against you, but you're particularly unlucky when that happens against you when you're playing against a team that might only have 5 shots in the whole entire match and they happen to score right at the start of the match on their first 2 shots on target. When you happen to do it against, when it's a team that's super defensive that happens to do it against you, it's infinitely more unlucky than against a team that's just attacking or balanced or whatever, and you've got a very good chance still to turn the match around. We're very lucky, to be honest, that we got that goal in that last match in the first minute, because if we didn't, obviously, we lose that match 2-1, and we never get to the replay to win this 3-0. So in many ways, even though, it just goes to show how fine the balance we happened to score with our first shot in the first minute, so we were very lucky. Then we were very, very, very unlucky to concede the 2 goals. And then we pulled one back and whatever in that first match. But the point really is that we're talking about how unlucky we were, but actually we were very lucky to be able to get away with the fact that we were so unlucky and get the replay and win still. So shouldn't forget that really, that there is, it all sort of balances itself out in the end. It's really just about how can you endure that insanely bad luck to then have 2 shots, score 2 goals, when they're super defensive. Can that happen to you, and can you still prevail? And yes, we did, but actually we thought it was a league match, so we thought we didn't. We thought we failed, and that was really stupid, to be honest, in particular, that we clearly you should know what competition you're playing in when you're playing a match. It's a bit sort of basic, really. So anyway, quite long this video because it involved 2 matches. Cheers and thanks for watching, and we'll catch you for next match. Cheers.